So I just got a question by email. Someone asked me, well, in the context of a larger email, how come Zen Habits, I think it's zenhabits.net, is so successful? How come that's such a successful blog? Is that just about the content on the blog? Now, I'm going to give an answer where you can actually, I think most people don't understand how this kind of thing works and why successful blogs are successful. I'm going to give you an answer where you can replace Zen Habits with any number of other highly successful blogs. And I'm going to give an answer that might sound like I'm being mean towards or putting down that blog, which I'm not doing at all. But I think it's important to understand this. What happens with Zen Habits is that essentially Zen Habits was the first highly successful blog in its niche. In that, like productivity, also a bit of minimalism, it kind of carved almost a little bit of a niche for itself, and it was the first big player in that niche. And afterwards, I mean, there are probably a billion blogs that try to be like Zen Habits and fail miserably. But here's the problem: you can't look at what Zen Habits is now and conclude from that this is how they got successful. This is, you know, the content that's there now, the design it has now, the things they're doing now is what made them successful, because most likely that is not the case. Here's what happens, and this is true for any blog, it's true for most businesses and products and brands, is that at a certain point you reach a tipping point, and after that a snowball effect happens. Okay, so the tipping point is when essentially the brand name or the blog name almost becomes a household name. Like everybody knows Zen Habits, everybody talks about Zen Habits. If someone asks about productivity blogs or something like that, someone will mention Zen Habits. So it just becomes this thing that everybody knows about. And the social proof there will generate this snowball effect. It's like, you know, everybody knows about this. It must be good since everybody's talking about it. And because I think it must be good because everybody's talking about it, I talk about it, so the next person thinks, oh, it must be good, and so on, right? There's just a snowball effect that happens. So here's the important and main point I want to make, is if you look at a successful product or a successful brand or a successful blog or whatever it is, after it's reached that tipping point, after it has all this momentum and it's kind of just happening, that's the wrong point to try and learn what to do in a business, okay? What you have to do is you have to look at what they did before they reached that tipping point, all right? So go back into the archives, go back, use the Wayback Machine to look at what they used to do, and look at the early blog posts, look at the early marketing efforts, look at the early things that happened on the site. That's where you can really learn what matters. It's what they did to reach the tipping point, not what they did after they started rolling down in the snowball effect.